Did you know that over 60% of home gardeners unintentionally reduce their tomato harvest by making common fertilizing mistakes? Imagine planting 10 healthy tomato plants, but only harvesting enough fruit from 4 of them, simply because of improper fertilizer use. That could mean losing out on dozens of pounds of juicy tomatoes, or even missing the chance to save or earn an extra $50 or $100 worth of fresh produce. Fertilizer can be a powerful tool, but when misused, it can do more harm than good. To help you avoid disappointment and get the most out of your garden, here are 5 critical fertilizing mistakes you should never make when growing tomato plants. Number 5. Over-fertilizing with nitrogen. Many gardeners enthusiastically add too much nitrogen, thinking it will supercharge their tomato plants. However, this often leads to excessive leafy growth and, disappointingly, few fruits. The plants may appear lush and healthy on the outside, but they won't produce the vibrant, juicy tomatoes you're hoping for. Nitrogen is essential, yes, but only in balanced amounts. Instead of encouraging fruit development, an overload of nitrogen redirects the plant's energy toward growing thick foliage. This mistake can significantly delay flowering and fruiting. So, it's absolutely crucial to use a fertilizer with a balanced NPK ratio, particularly one that doesn't go overboard on the nitrogen. Moderation, combined with proper timing, ensures your tomato plants stay productive and healthy. Number 4. Fertilizing too early. Fertilizing too early, especially before the roots are established, can actually shock the young plants. During the early stages of growth, tomatoes need time to adjust to their environment and develop a strong root system. Adding fertilizer prematurely might burn the roots or disrupt their delicate balance, stunting overall growth rather than supporting it. Instead, wait until your tomato plants are well settled in the soil and have developed a few sets of true leaves. At that point, they'll be more prepared to absorb nutrients efficiently. Patience, though difficult, will reward you with vigorous growth later. Gradually introducing fertilizer helps the plant adapt, thrive, and eventually produce sweet, delicious tomatoes. Number 3. Ignoring soil test results. Neglecting to test your soil before fertilizing is a surprisingly common and costly mistake. Every garden has unique nutrient levels, and blindly applying fertilizer may either add too much of something or completely miss what your soil is lacking. For instance, if your soil is already rich in phosphorus, adding more can harm microbial life and even reduce plant productivity. Therefore, conducting a simple soil test is incredibly helpful and often overlooked. It gives you a clear picture of what your garden truly needs. With that knowledge, you can choose the right fertilizer and use it effectively. Making informed decisions always leads to better results, healthier plants, and far fewer wasted resources. Number 2. Using the wrong fertilizer ratio. Choosing the wrong fertilizer ratio can cause frustrating and avoidable problems. Tomato plants require a specific balance of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, often leaning toward more phosphorus and potassium during flowering and fruiting stages. Unfortunately, many gardeners unknowingly apply a high nitrogen lawn fertilizer or a general-purpose mix that isn't suited for tomatoes. By carefully selecting a fertilizer labeled for fruiting vegetables, you'll give your tomatoes exactly what they need. Look for ratios like 5:10, 10, or 4:6:8 to encourage flower and fruit production. Using the right formula at the right time dramatically improves your plant's productivity and overall vigor. So, always read the label before you apply. Number 1. Not watering after fertilizing. Failing to water after fertilizing is perhaps the most overlooked mistake, yet it's absolutely critical. When fertilizer sits dry on the surface, it can burn the plant roots or simply never reach them. Watering helps dissolve the nutrients and carry them deep into the soil where the roots can absorb them effectively. Furthermore, even slow-release fertilizers need moisture to activate. Skipping this step can render your efforts useless, wasting both time and money. Always follow up fertilization with a generous and even watering. This simple habit makes all the difference, ensuring your tomato plants receive the nutrients they need to grow strong, healthy, and fruit-laden.